Cheers, Luke.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good, buddy. You know what we haven't done for a long time?
I do, and I'm pumped. Super excited about this.
We have
You
not.
know what I love to do?
What do you love to do?
I love to drink beer.
Oh, so do I, man.
And I also love to play games.
When you're playing games, what is your, particularly after you've had about, I don't know, 5 too many beers, what's your favorite thing to do?
I like to play a certain card game. No, it's not Five Kings Court, which you can find at the links below.
Good answer.
It's Munchkin.
Munchkin. Is that because you like to kick down a door?
No, Greg, it's not because I like to kick down a door.
Everybody likes to kick down a door, Luke.
I like to go looking for trouble.
Oh, you're one of those guys. All right, let's talk
I love
Munchkin.
going looking for trouble.
Let's talk Munchkin. Munchkin is ostensibly a card game. And one of the reasons...
Yes, I would agree. It's a card game.
It's a card game.
It's a 2-deck card game.
It is a 2-deck card game. The 2 decks you will play with are doors, which you can kick open, and loot, which you will get if you successfully complete the objectives on the other side of the door. Now, one of the reasons this is such a great beer to drink game to drink beer to. Okay, shut up. Anyway, the point is, you kick down doors. You find monsters. You fight the monsters, and you take home the loot. Assuming, of course, all 3 of those conditions are possible.
Sometimes, or the people you're playing with are an incredible pain in the ass.
Sometimes when you kick open a door, you're faced with a curse. Like the Duck of Doom. Sometimes when you kick open a door...
Duck of Doom.
The Duck of Doom. Sometimes when you kick open a door, you find something more useful to you. For example, the ability...
Level 1 crabs and you're sitting on, like, level 9.
The ability to change your player type to a warrior. Or perhaps, if you're really fortunate, you might just get to be naughty. Now, the idea behind Munchkin is simple. You are an adventurer. You get better by killing monsters. You find things when you kick open a door that make you more powerful or less powerful. When you kick open a door, Luke, and I mean, I know you fancy yourself to be a bit of a fighter.
You know what, dude? I do fancy myself to be a fighter, but the romantic heart that beats in my chest is that of a cleric.
Ooh, really?
It is.
So your cleric would be... How would you be outfitted?
My cleric would have the boots of swiftness, which would give me a +2.
Always good.
I would also have the leather armor, because that's a bit of a kinky cleric.
Oh, nice.
Which would give me a +1.
Nice.
I would usually have a staff or a short sword, because, you know, I'm a cleric, but I'm scrappy.
Okay. All right. I'm down with that. So assuming you kick down a door.
Right. So what, like, if I was a cleric, I would be like a level 8 cleric, because I'm not the best at the game, but I'm not bad. I've played some Munchkin. I enjoy some Munchkin. So I'm a level 8.
Okay. So you kick open a door. Why are you level 8?
Because I was a level 7, and when I looted the room last turn, I got a Wine at the GM card.
Okay.
Which immediately lets me go up 1 level.
Nice.
Like a boss.
Which puts you real close to winning the game at a level 10.
Indeed.
Good thing, because you just bumped up against a level 18 Holiday Spirit.
Oh, man. Can I get some help with that?
I can help you with that. In fact, I can help you with that because I happen to have a tuba of charm.
That's awesome because I am a level 8 and I have a really impressive title, which gives me a +3 bonus to beat monsters.
Okay, that's good. That puts us 11. My tuba of charm gives us an extra 3. That's 14.
And
I
you know
do
what?
have.
Hold on. With my +1 leather armor and my +3 boots of swiftness.
Oh.
I can beat that armor.
You know what, though?
Unless somebody.
But you know what, Luke? You can't, because I just made it a level 23 Holiday Spirit with the magic missile that does 5 to the side I choose. That's what's cool about Munchkin. Munchkin is, by itself, if you were to play it without player interactions, the concept of Munchkin, which is literally stacks of cards, would just be a bit of math. But by bringing a few people to the table and a couple of libations to loosen everybody up, Munchkin can become an absolute frag fest of your friends, where everybody is taking turns either helping each other or kicking each other in the groin. The basic Munchkin set includes nothing but cards and a die. The die used when you fail to beat a monster. You have to roll a die to find out whether or not you can run away. By picking up extra sets,
which is funny, Greg, because in this situation,
you can get cool figurines.
I'd be running away.
You could get cool figurines, and there is available as a separate piece. It's because it's not necessary for the game, but I'll tell you, when you pick up the board, it does make life a little easier, and it certainly brings it back into that realm of board games. For the people who are new, there are tokens as well. So if you choose to use tokens, you can use tokens.
Now, are those technically meeples, or are they?
I think they're not technically meeples. One of the great ways to play the game is a variation called Epic Munchkin.
That's good.
If you're only two beers deep, you totally hit the standard Munchkin, which goes to a level 10.
Disclaimer, do not play that after you've had 4 trips.
If, however, you've all had a few more than a few, Epic Munchkin is the way to go, because the scores can change very quickly.
And like that's part of the great part of Munchkin, Greg, is like the swings in your level can be insane.
Munchkin is one of those games where Munchkin is one of those games where beating the hell out of your spouse is completely okay.
Yeah. And dude, like you can be at a level 5, which is relatively like early in the game, and you can loot the room, and if the cards are right, you can pull 3, go up a levels. And now you're king shit at the table.
Yeah, it's really Munchkin. I love Munchkin. I love Munchkin. And the best way to play Munchkin is with people you're close to
and good
beer. But people who you're close to that you don't harbor a grudge with. Because at the end of a good game of Munchkin, you have taken your fist and rammed it in places that are so inappropriate that those people may not look you in the eye for a week or two. That's one of the things that I love about Munchkin. Absolutely.
My personal favorite play, Greg, is when you're beating a Munchkin or you're beating a monster and you're relatively low level. You're maybe second from last, and you've got a monster beat, and you've got help from 2 of the 4 players. So you yourself and 2 players.
Oh yeah.
And they've already divvied up treasure, because that's what you do when you beat a monster. You get
treasure. That's right. You get treasure when you win the game. And then
the person that's leading the game isn't happy necessarily with the way that the treasure has been split up. And then they drop an intelligent +8 to monster on the table. and then you scramble and you're like, I can deal with that, I can deal with that, I can help you with that same treasure. So now it's like 3-on-1, and that guy that's leading the table has got that like gigantic growth card.
Yes.
Which allows you to add a whole nother monster to the fight.
Or the wandering monster, which allows somebody to draw one from their hand. Or I mean, the game is super variable.
Together to get their treasure and get their thing, and the guy that's winning is like, you know what? No, wandering monster. I add a mole rat, which is like a 14 to the fight. And you're like, oh, run away.
It is truly a game of screw your best friends.
Yeah, it's
the game itself is, I think it's like $30 for the base game. What's really cool about Munchkin is
like $7.
The replayability value of the game is fantastic, because you can pick up, like you saw the Holiday Spirits pack. That's one of the Christmas bonus card sets. And they release 10 different card sets a year. You've got Easter, you can pick up Christmas, you can pick up Halloween, but then you can also pick up themed. So I've got the whole guild set in mind, so that I can play against Sandeep Parikh if I want. And I've got the Aliens set, and I've got the Cthulhu set, and so these cards all sort of add in.
Wait,
and
you have the Cthulhu set?
Yeah, I know, and they all add in new elements to the game. So really, oh, dude, totally. You never play the same game twice, and if you bring in new people,
dude, that'll even happen if you have just the base set, because there's enough cards in the 2 decks.
There are.
Play the base set with 4 people.
Yes.
20 times. It's always a different game.
Yeah.
And it's really, really a different game if you go to 3 or 5 people in that game.
Oh, for sure.
Because allegiances are formed. It's so deep and it's so simple. Like, the game is stupid simple.
It amazes me.
Absolutely ranched.
It really does amaze me at this point. And I'm speaking fairly here. This game has been out for 6-7 years. Every day that I'm talking games, that I'm exposing people to games, I run into people who've never heard of this game. So for those of you who are beer drinkers and are into what we're doing, and you haven't experienced this game, if you're in Edmonton, call me and we'll just play. I'll show up. I'll bring beer and I'll bring cards. But check. And
there's a non-zero chance that I will fly from Ontario.
It's entirely possible
to Alberta to play Munchkin.
Hit me up in the comments if you want to play Munchkin in Edmonton. I'll arrange something. So really, again, really inexpensive game. Lots of replayability. Extra kits available. Extra cards available. Steve Jackson is the guy who produced this game. Steve Jackson Games is the company that makes it available. It's available at every game retailer you can think of. And probably a bunch that aren't. And obviously available online. Most importantly, it is a game that lets you sit down with friends and have a great battle. The art is fantastic. The gameplay is a lot of fun.
Enjoy them.
And you can obliterate those people that you love the most, which is...
Hey, Greg.
Hey, buddy.
Games to drink, beer too.
Games to drink, beer too. We're going to put some links in the bottom to where you can find this game and where you can see how it's played. Big shout out to Geek and Sundry. Will Wheaton and his crew did a play episode of this a few years ago. The game is a hell of a lot of fun to play. Cheers. Look forward to drinking beer and playing games with you someday.
I'll kick down your door, bud.